Good evening, Green Meadows families. This is Miss Bright, your assistant principal, and I've got Mr. Johnson, your principal here. Welcome to our Ilearn/Green Meadows Title I Trivia Night. We hope that all of our families watch this video to learn more about the Ilearn Assessment our students will be taking soon, and also to learn some more about Green Meadows. If you and your family watch this video, have your parent or guardian fill out the survey that was sent home today and make sure to put your name on it. Turn these in to your teacher and then we will draw from those surveys for prizes for participating. I've got some awesome prizes for you guys and there's a lot of them, so make sure you get in those surveys. Here is Mr. Johnson with our first trivia question.
Well, hello, Green Meadows families. This is Mr. Johnson, and here's my first question. What year was Green Meadows and Blue Ridge schools built? It was 2008. That's 13 years ago, and our schools still look awesome. Our school is older than our students.
So first I will be talking about the Ilearn Assessment that is coming up and some important points for our families to know. First, students will be taking Ilearn between April 19th and May 14th. Third graders will take this assessment April 19th through the 23rd. Fourth graders will take this April 26th to May 4th. And fifth graders will be taking this May 4th to May 11th. It is very important that students are at school every day, but especially on these testing days too. So if you do have any appointments or anything scheduled on those days, please try and change those appointments if possible.
Here's my second question. What teacher at Green Meadows has been teaching the longest in the community schools of Frankfurt? The answer is Mrs. Meeks, fourth grade teacher. She has been teaching for 32 years and they have all been in the community schools of Frankfurt.
Wow, Mrs. Meeks, that's a long time. Great work. Thank you for all that you've done. So back to Ilearn. You may be asking, what even is Ilearn? Ilearn stands for Indiana's Learning Evaluation and Readiness Network. This assessment is required by the state of Indiana. All students are tested in math and reading. Fourth graders are also tested in science, and fifth graders are also tested in social studies. All of these assessments are on the computer. Part of the assessments are computer adaptive tests, meaning that these assessments can go higher or lower depending on how students are doing. Other portions of this assessment are the same questions for all students. All of these assessments are untimed and students can take as long as they need. Also, for this year, with some students being virtual, all of these assessments are required to be done in the school building. All right, so before Mr. Johnson asks our third trivia question, I wanted to remind our students and families about something else at Green Meadows. We have a Green Meadows Spirit Store, which can be found by either visiting our school website or heading directly to the store link. We have a ton of items available and there's almost always a sale. And I love a good sale. As a bonus, Green Meadows will receive a portion of your purchase so we can buy fantastic things to be used by our students. Both the school website and the direct store link are found in the description below. We hope you'll check them out. Now here's Mr. Johnson.
Okay, Green Meadows, here's question number 3. How many students are currently enrolled in Green Meadows? If you guessed 427, you were incorrect. It's 428. We just had our 428th student enrolled this past Tuesday.
So, you might be asking, what are we doing here at Green Meadows to prepare your students for Ilearn? Well, we are making sure all students are receiving daily quality standards-based instruction. In the classroom, we are exposing students to the format of the test, mirroring our assessments with Ilearn type questions. Students are reading and answering questions on the computer to build stamina for reading on a computer. We are teaching students typing and computer skills, and we have continued academic clubs on Thursdays, which was started 2 years ago to help support areas of struggle.
Question number 4. This is a two-parter. What was the name of the high school in the community schools of Frankfurt prior to being switched just a couple years ago. Now it is called Frankfurt High School. Prior to that, it was called Frankfurt Senior High School. And then the next part of the question is name at least 4 Green Meadows employees who graduated from Frankfurt Senior High School. If you said a combination of any of these 4, you are correct. Mr. Ramus, Mrs. Cooper, Mr. Catron, Miss Widener, Mrs. Woods, Miss Corey, Mrs. O'Brien, Mrs. Swinford, or Miss Abston. We love having so many Frankfurt grads working at Green Meadows.
Wow, that's a lot of Frankfurt graduates. That is awesome. So you may be wondering what kinds of questions your students will see on Ilearn. There are a variety of questions like multiple choice, written response questions, problem-solving tasks, and performance tasks.
All right, this has been pretty fun. We have one last trivia question for you. What is the best part of Green Meadows in Miss Bright's and my opinion? I'm going to give you a couple seconds to think about this one, but it shouldn't be too hard. In our opinion, which I think is fact, the best part of Green Meadows are the kids and the adults we get to work with every day. We love our students and our staff more than anything else at Green Meadows.
I definitely agree with Mr. Johnson. I think that one was a fact. So, to wrap up things for our night, you may be wondering what you can do at home to help prepare your students for Ilearn. So here are a few tips that we have. Make sure your child gets plenty of rest and goes to bed early without distractions like TV. Encourage your child to try their very best, even if things seem hard. And encourage your child to go back and check their answers. I would tell you this is good advice for you to encourage your students with every day, not just on testing days. If you'd like more information on Ilearn, you can just click on the link below or Google Ilearn for Indiana and you'll find some resources. Also, if you have any questions, you can feel free to contact your child's teacher or anyone at the school. Don't forget to fill out those surveys that were sent home, and if you need another copy, let your child's teacher know. Make sure that your child's name is on the survey so that if theirs is drawn, your family can get a prize. We will be drawing for prizes on this Thursday, April 15th, so make sure your students have these surveys turned in before then. Thank you so much for joining us and learning more about Ilearn and Green Meadows. Don't forget, we love your students and are so proud of all of their hard work. Have a great night, guys.